Welcome back to the Shropshire kitchen garden. It's just the very beginning of July now. We've been away for 2.5 weeks, and so the garden is all a bit out of control, but we've got that vibrancy of midsummer. So let's go in and have a look at what it's like before I start getting things back under control. I've got a busy weekend ahead of me. So here we've got these raisin pumpkins. And I've got to retrain these back up over the arch now. Beyond we've got onions. Now these were the first time I've done autumn sown onions. I've always done onion sets, but usually planted in the spring. If I'd planted those in the spring, there'd be another 6 weeks before they're ready. They're ready for me to start harvesting and drying out now. The Brassicas have had a bit of an attack from cabbage whites. So you can see there the caterpillars there. I just need to squidge those. Not a very pleasant job, but much better than chemical control. Sweet peas, look at that, absolute mass of sweet peas. On here we've got the peas. Yeah, we were just having mange too before we went away on holiday. We've come back, there'll be peas. We'll get a good harvest off that. We'll probably take most of them off and freeze them. And then behind I've got just the beginnings of the broad beans. There's probably some decent ones in there. I can see I've also had quite a lot of black fly. Look at that. Now the usual remedy to that is actually chopping off the top sort of few inches of the plant. So I'll come out later today and trim those off, and that can all go into the compost heap. Parsnips, look at those. They're probably almost ready to eat now, but they will be absolutely fine being left there now for the autumn. The sweet corn, that's coming on well. And behind in the distance against the wall you can see the runner beans. First flowers on those. The asparagus, we were just having last few spears before we went away, and that's now been left to shoot up. And that will be a big fern over the rest of the summer before it dies back down in the winter. It comes back again next year, we hope. Courgettes, well look, some of those are beginning to turn a bit big. So with those bigger ones, what I tend to do is actually, I'm not going to eat them. I will chop them off, that will go back into the compost heap, it will get recycled. And it will keep flowering, it will keep giving me those nice little plants. We've got the last few of our strawberries. And while we've been away, my father's been in here, he's raided the strawberries, but he has earned himself his keep because he's made us about 12 jars of lovely strawberry jam. Beyond against the wall you can see the borage, the purple blue flower, amongst the artichokes, the globe artichokes. So there are a few of those for us to eat. Now I'm always quite keen to put things like borage in here. My wife doesn't really like it, but the bees absolutely love it. And by getting lots of bees in here I get lots of pollination, which means I get the strawberries and the courgettes and everything else. Well, then into the polytunnel. Now I've got quite a lot of work to do here because you can see with these plants where the main leader has got these other shoots coming off. I need to pluck those off. Some of them have actually become quite big. Now I've got to encourage the plant then to just have one main leader coming up. We've got aubergine plants here, the first flowers on them. The peppers are nicely developing, they're getting well established. And we've got cucumbers behind, there's a good crop on there. Plenty of cucumbers. And we've got a few more peppers in pots here. And then when I've tried here for the first time, I've not done this before, peanuts. Actually, they're ready to be transplanted out now, probably when I take the peas out. Whether they work or not, I don't know. We shall see. So you can see I've got a really busy job ahead, getting back on top of the jobs. There's weeding to do, there's taking off those big courgettes and getting them into the compost. The spinach has gone to seed. We've got to harvest peas and beans and the like. So I better get on with my jobs, but I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Join me for more in due course. Goodbye.